Wife, 36F, ruined my 38M staycation and I'm trying not to lose it. I work a very demanding job. There are very few, if any, times during the year when I have the luxury to take a few days off to myself. When I get home from work, between cooking dinner, doing dishes, and taking care of chores around the house, I get maybe 2 hours a day to relax. My wife gets upset if I don't spend all of that time with her. So I don't get to watch my shows, play my video games, or read my books. I've told her many times that I need time to relax and do the things I enjoy. And she'll agree with me, but then start giving me things to do or try to get me to do something else with her within 30 seconds of me starting. So 2 months ago, I asked my boss if I could use a week of vacation between Christmas and New Year's. It's a slow week and we made arrangements to ensure that I am covered during those days for emergencies. I told my wife that this will be my me time to do all of the things that I want, to de-stress from life, and to catch up on the things that I really enjoy. I also plan to clean up my office and organize my files, which is something that has stressed me out for a while. My wife agreed and told me that she was very happy I'm going to be able to do some self-care this weekend. She informed me that she had scheduled the chimney cleaners for Wednesday because I'd be home. She wrote down a list of things for me to do: go to Home Depot, clean up the yard debris, pick up groceries for the week, go through boxes in the basement and organize everything. I politely informed her that I would not be doing any of those things, that this week was about self-care and addressing my needs. And with only 4 real days, minus Christmas, I was not going to add additional tasks. She told me to just get to what I had time for. On Tuesday, my wife decided to work from home. This prevented me from organizing my office since we share an office. I put on one of my video games and started to play. 10 seconds later, my wife came flying in and told me to turn it off because it was too loud while she was trying to make phone calls. I told her to shut the office door, but she told me it was entirely too loud and sounded unprofessional in the background. So I pulled out a book and started reading on the couch. I did that for about an hour when my wife decided to come out into the living room and work on her laptop. She turned on the Kardashians. I sarcastically asked if that wouldn't make her sound unprofessional in the background. She replied, "I'll just mute it if a call comes in," which is exactly what she did. So after 15 minutes of trash TV and loud business phone calls, I went into our bedroom to read my book. At this point, my wife kept interrupting me every few minutes. "How's the book? How much more do you have to go? What's it about? Do you want lunch? What do you want for dinner? Are you still on the same book? Do you want to watch something on TV? Am I ruining your day? Do you not want to spend time with me? Do you know where the black water bottle went?" Quote. Eventually it was time for dinner. So I just gave up and put my book down. Today, she decided to work from home again. I told her it wasn't necessary. She told me that she wanted to work from home. I replied, "Yes, but no offense, I do not want you here." She laughed and said, "I know, it's your self-care week, but I don't feel like going in. We can both be here." So I could not be in the office. I had to be up early for the chimney cleaners, and could not be in the living room because they were working in there. I went into our bedroom and started reading my book. She came in and informed me that I needed to stay with the chimney sweepers in case they had questions because she had work calls that she had to take. I was unable to concentrate with them working, so I just sat there. When they finally finished, I took my book out and started reading. That's when my wife decided to come out into the living room and turn on the Kardashians again. I migrated into the bedroom, laid down on the bed, and continued reading my book. 10 minutes later, she came in with her laptop and laid down on the bed next to me. I did my best to ignore the typing and phone calls and just concentrate on my book. Then she started snoring. Not heavy breathing, but literal congested wheezing, choking, snoring. I sighed, got up, headed into the living room, laid down on the couch and put one of my shows on. That lasted 15 minutes before my wife came in and started talking through it. She kept asking questions about it, criticizing it, talking about how it's clear why she wouldn't watch it, asking how many episodes there are, how long each episode is, and so on. Finally, after needing to rewind the same part 8 times, I accepted defeat and turned it off. My wife informed me that she thinks she's going to work from home the rest of the week. She saw the look on my face, smiled and said, "I know, I'm cramping your style and ruining your week off. But it's a quiet week and it works for me to be home." I told her, "I love spending time with you, but I need my alone time. I haven't been able to do anything for me and it is damaging to my mental health." She insists that she understands and she wants me to have time to myself. But it seems to be in theory only, not in practice. I have found myself snapping at her and being terse with her, and I do not want that. I am afraid that I am going to explode on her. I don't know how to make myself any clearer, but she doesn't seem to be taking me seriously. TLDR, wife ruined my time off that was specifically for my mental health and doesn't seem to understand, except that I am verging on a breakdown. I know, I'm cramping your style and ruining your week off. But it's a quiet week and it works for me to be home. I told her, "I love spending time with you. But I need my alone time. I haven't been able to do anything for me and it is damaging to my mental health." She insists that she understands and she wants me to have time to myself. But it seems to be in theory only, not in practice. Babe, if you understood, you would behave differently. Your choice of behavior is showing me that you absolutely don't understand. And more than that, you do not care. And that really hurts me. Then leave and go to a hotel or Airbnb or whatever. Don't tell her anything other than that you are safe. I am safe. I needed some alone time and you are not willing to give me alone time at home as I asked. I would also be booking a couples counselor because this behavior is unhinged and rude, dismissive as hell, and her refusal to listen to you and your needs is ridiculous. I work a very demanding job. There are very few, if any, times during the year when I have the luxury to take a few days off to myself. When I get home from work, between cooking dinner, doing dishes, and taking care of chores around the house, I get maybe 2 hours a day to relax. My wife gets upset if I don't spend all of that time with her. So I don't get to watch my shows, play my video games, or read my books. I've told her many times that I need time to relax and do the things I enjoy. And she'll agree with me, but then start giving me things to do or try to get me to do something else with her within 30 seconds of me starting. She is always like this and it is not sustainable. Couples counseling. This cannot continue. NGL. Next time don't tell her you are off work. After reading that, I need a week away from your wife. I don't have any advice. I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who was that pushy and clingy. At this point, go to a hotel or motel for the rest of the week. Don't even say anything, just go. Whatever else is going on, you need to understand that her behavior is intentional. She understands what she's doing and does not care how it's impacting you. She is purposely not allowing you time alone. She knows what she's doing. Who knows for what reason? She may be needy and clingy. She may be jealous of your having time to do things and resent it. She may be controlling and can't stand you're not doing what she wants. It may be a power play to show you who is in control and in charge. However, it doesn't matter why she's doing it. It's utterly disrespectful and lacks any sense of consideration for you. Confront her. You've tried to be polite. You've tried to have a reasonable conversation. She hasn't taken you seriously. Of course. Be ready for her to turn on the waterworks or start playing the victim when you confront her. It's inevitable. She's going to turn this around and use guilt to make you feel bad if you're lucky, or turn aggressive and nasty if you're not lucky. Does she hate you? It really seems like she hates you. As an introvert that needs to recharge by myself, this would drive me nuts. Do you have money to take yourself to a hotel for the next 2 days? Because if you do, I would do it. Once you're home afterwards, I would sit her down and tell her why you needed to leave the house for 2 days. I get wanting to spend time together, but the fact that she is that codependent on you that she follows you to every room, even while working, is insane. I would ask for couples counseling because she doesn't seem to care about what you're saying. Good luck. I would honestly tell her that her insisting on being up your ass and thinking it's somehow cute or funny to knowingly deprive you of time you have repeatedly told her you need for your mental health has you questioning whether it's healthy or sustainable to remain in a relationship with her. You have clearly stated your needs and she has repeatedly smiled while stomping all over them, which says she knows she's harming you and doesn't care. I'd also tell her that if she stays home again, you will leave and won't be back until it's time for you to return to work, and will turn off your phone, as well as not tell her where you are, that you aren't joking about needing a break from her, and don't think it's cute that she is ignoring your needs. Draw a line now or she will absolutely get even worse. Mate, you do realize she's deliberately punishing you because you refused to do the tasks she wanted, right? Go to a hotel. I would probably ask her if she doesn't understand the meaning of alone time, or if she just doesn't care. She constantly says, I know, but does it anyways. That's probably worse than not recognizing what she's doing. Absolutely leave for a hotel. Pack your bag. Then go to her room and tell her since I am unable to get my downtime in my own home, I will go somewhere else. I'll be back in 2 days around noon. Do not contact me unless it's an emergency. If you contact me for other reasons, I will completely shut down my phone. I will not tell you where I go. And when I'm back, we need to have a serious conversation about this. And then you follow through. You need alone time to recharge and calm down. And then you need to get to the bottom of this. Does she feel neglected? Is that why she is unable to give you space? What does she want from you? What are you able to give? What do you want from her, and what is she able to give? If both your expectations don't align and you are unable or unwilling to make adaptations, then I think your relationship has run its course. Your wife is incredibly overbearing and inconsiderate. Why doesn't she listen to you or take you seriously when you explicitly tell her what you want and need? Oh, sweet Mother of God. Your wife sounds absolutely insufferable. You keep telling her what you need. She keeps nodding and telling you she knows, but doesn't give a shit what you need. I don't know how you can live with someone like that. Does your wife even like you? She literally is taking pleasure out of robbing you of much-needed downtime. Go to a hotel. Pack up your gaming console and take it to a hotel for a couple of nights. Order room service and just be by yourself. What your wife has done this week is incredibly selfish and shows her lack of care for your feelings. It's obvious you need alone time from her, not your everyday life. Take it. Go camping. Rent a hotel room, but take it. She knows she is ruining your week off. Get a hotel. Why is she so needy? Question mark. Question mark. JFC, I hate your wife. I'm with the other commenters. I'd book a hotel, pack a bag, and spend a few days where she's not around. And tell her that therapy is a must if you're going to move forward. She's being purposely hateful emo. Have you asked her why she is continuing to ignore and dismiss your needs? Why she's continuing to follow you from room to room, not giving you any space or quiet? Why it's okay for her to watch the TV shows she wants while she's supposed to be working, but you can't watch what you want or play games while you're on vacation? Why she seems to understand that you need some time to yourself but she refuses to give it to you, and only seems to be concerned with what she wants and needs. As other have suggested, just go to a hotel. But I don't know how you haven't completely lost it on her already. I can be a pretty clingy, needy partner. But if my so told me they needed some me time, I'd be taking a step back and letting them have it, because their needs are just as important to me as mine. WTH op? This is abusive emo. What is it about you relaxing that disturbs your wife so very much that she just can't stand it until she's destroyed your peace and quiet? And this nonsense about guess what, I'm taking the whole week off so I can make sure you don't relax one tiny bit. Also, it's your staycation. Here's my massive to-do list for you. I would show your wife this posting and see what she has to say about her behavior, because this is deliberate op, make no mistake. This sounds like some sort of payback to me. Okay, Buster, you don't want to do the chores I want you to do. We'll see about that. I will ruin your 4 days because you are not bending to my plans for your staycation. Quote. How seriously have you discussed this with her? Your post makes it sound like you've been passively tolerating her behavior rather than addressing things directly. Instead of moving from room to room, letting her follow you around, why not establish some rules? Lock the door. Tell her directly that if she works from home this week you will be staying in a hotel for the week, etc. If you have the need for alone, quiet time, you need to be specific with her and set some ground rules, and do not let her plan or interrupt your time.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.